everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Terry Ryan and this channel is dedicated to things we go through life, little situations and how to get through it, words of encouragement. Recently I've been going through aspects of my book, the book I wrote, going through domestic violence. It's called I Survived Domestic Violence and Stalking. You can get this book on my website, which is Terry with an i-ryan.com.au. I had to think for a minute. I was getting it mixed up with the Facebook page. I've also got a Facebook page, Terry Ryan Author, and you can go onto there. Just message me, PM a message to me, and I can arrange to get a book delivered to you. However, there is a tool on my website and you can purchase a book that way. Or you could go through Amazon. I have my books on Amazon in America, Canada and Mexico. If you go on there, you can get a book that way also, and I also carry them on me. So if you see me somewhere along the way, you can purchase a book that way as well. I have been going through topics. The back of my book, I Survived, I actually wrote the story of my journey through domestic violence and living with a narcissist husband and the stalking that I suffered after going through the experience after my escape. Anyway, I did learn a lot of things along the way, and in the back of the book I have written a lot of things, and I also missed a lot of things, and I have been going through topic by topic on the subject of what I learnt going along the way. However, today what I wanted to cover was, it wasn't actually a topic that I had in the book, but however, it is a very important topic, and as we go through social media, I am kind of reading and picking up on so many people write negative things about their lives and what they're going through, and it struck me how when I was a lot younger, I used to focus on all the negatives and the things that I always wished about my life, and I didn't actually look at what I did have, the good aspects of my life. So today's topic I wanted to talk about was being thankful for what you have and being content with the things that you have, and instead of focusing on the bad things, to focus and be grateful for the good things in your life. When I was really young, I remember always having this thing where I'd be, I'm bored, you know, my life is boring, and sure enough, without fail, something would happen after I said that. It was like here, it's like the universe saying, here, I'm going to give you this. You won't be bored anymore. It won't be something good, but it'll be something that'll take away the boredom. And sure enough, something bad would happen, and I got to the point where I realised, no, I'm not going to say I'm bored anymore. I'm not going to say I'm bored at all. And in fact, I learned after a while that boredom was a very nice thing. Boredom is a bit of peace and a bit of contentment, a bit of plodding along the way and getting your foot in life. And so when things aren't happening, this is the time that you really need to be grateful. I remember also having a time in my past when, like I say, before my marriage to my abusive husband, I used to be always saying, you know, why am I left on the shelf? I haven't got a husband and everything. Well, the fact was, okay, I was left on the shelf, but I also, I wasn't putting up with a lot of abuse and a lot of tension in my life at that time. I was depressed about it and I wanted more. It was like I wasn't content at the time. So it was like the universe said to me, okay, we'll give you a husband, we'll give you what you want. And so I did get what I wanted, and it wasn't a very good experience. However, saying that, I don't regret it now, because I learnt so many things. It was necessary for me to learn those things. But the point I was making today is, just because you're single doesn't mean to say that you're going to be happy, because happiness doesn't come from having a partner, because it doesn't matter if you're married or you're single. The whole point is being content with your state and learning to love yourself and learning to like your own company. And that's the more important thing, to feel content in the state that you are. And it doesn't matter where you look around your life, there's always somebody who wants. And well, it's not a bad thing to want good things for yourself, but if you're focusing more on what you haven't got rather than already what you've got, and I can guarantee you that if you look at your life, you're probably in a state now where years and years ago you wish that you would have what you have now. And we do have a lot now, but a lot of times we neglect the fact of being grateful for what we have. And it's really important to be thankful for what you have, because while you're putting positive stuff out there and being thankful and grateful and having gratitude for what you already have, you actually are attracting more good stuff into your life. And this isn't a cliche, it actually happens, because if you're putting good stuff out there, you automatically get rid of the negative things around you. You'll push away negative people just by being positive yourself, because negative rubs up and is totally the opposite to positive. So if you want good people in your life, if you want a good life, you've got to put good out there to get it. And it is quite easy. It's easier than what you think, and that is by not complaining about the things that you haven't got now, but being grateful for the things that you have. Just yesterday, I was in the day surgery up at Bendigo there, and I was sitting there waiting for a friend to come out from surgery. I was there picking her up, and I was having a good laugh at the TV. The TV was on. I think it was one of those quiz shows where you have to answer the quizzes, and I was quite enjoying myself, just sitting there watching the TV and answering the questions and that. And I noticed this lady on her own. She was the other side of the room, and anyway, she saw that I was enjoying myself, and all of a sudden she came to join me, and she sat right next to me, and she just started to talk to me. She started to open up her life, and she told me how she was actually waiting there for her husband who had multiple breaks in his bones, and they'd just come back from a really nice holiday. But then she started to tell me how he'd had a fall, and she ended up there, and he'd been waiting for 2 weeks to get bones mended and everything. And then she told me about how she had leukemia, and it was diagnosed 3 years ago, but that wasn't the main problem that she had. She had lung conditions as well, where she really struggled to breathe, and it got me thinking, about how it doesn't matter where you are, you're always going to find somebody around you that is worse off than you and in a worse state than you. And it really made me feel grateful, and in actual fact I had a lovely chat to this woman, and in the end she was really happy to talk to me too, and it sort of the time went quicker for her with waiting for a husband, and it was just a lovely thing to be able to talk to somebody else and realise how good you are off, because in this world you don't know from one day to the next when it's going to be your last day. And sometimes you can think, oh, these bad things are never going to happen to me, but in actual fact they do happen to you, they happen to your family. And what we need to do is be really grateful for all the good things in our life. Be grateful for your healthy children, be grateful for your own health, be grateful to be able to go on a holiday, or be grateful to have a job, be grateful to have the roof over your head. And these are the type of things that, if we've got these things and we're not out in the cold and we're not lacking, you know, we may not have $1 million in the bank, and we may not have like an anaconda over in the tropics, you know, but really you look at the things that you do have, and I guarantee you have food on your plate, you've got something to eat, you've got warm clothes, you've got a roof over your head, you've probably got some nice friends out there, and you've also got nature out there, because nature's a fantastic healer. If you're not feeling well, you go in nature and you just see the beautiful world. And it doesn't matter, like I stopped worrying about money a long time ago, because I realised that I have faith that I'll always have enough money to do what I want to do. And sure enough, it always comes at the right time. And the reason being is because I don't worry about it. I'm not focused on not having money. I'm focused on what I want to do, and the good things I have in my life, and the good things that are coming in my life. And these are the things that you need to focus on, and to be thankful and to have gratitude for what you've got. And that is about all I wanted to say today. It was just all about being thankful about what you've got, and not focusing on what you haven't got, but focusing on what you have got and being grateful for that. And I hope everybody has a nice day, and you have a great week. Until next time, I'll see you later.